This is a comedy podcast and should not be used as a primary source of information. We apologize in advance for offending any tiny persons, the undead, the country of France, and all other minority groups. Information provided should not be considered extensive research. Use as directed. This podcast can burn eyes. Follow application directions exactly. Do not use while sleeping. Safety goggles recommended. Do not eat this podcast. Keep out of reach of children. Never use a lit match or open flame near this podcast. May cause drowsiness. Use care when operating heavy machinery. Avoid placing this podcast near crotch. Can cause urine to turn black. Once used rectally, this podcast should not be used orally. Loss of the ability to perform or enjoy sex and or painful erections that last for more than 4 hours are common while listening to this podcast. Other side effects include uncontrollable laughter, choking, fits of hysteria, diarrhea, anal hemorrhaging, constipation, bloating, sleepwalking, hallucinations, frequent alien abduction, excessive gambling, spontaneous combustion, blind spots, distorted vision, halos around lights, hair loss, unwanted hair growth, aggression, antisocial behavior, impulsivity, irritability, anger, anxiety, screaming, or self-harm.
But seriously, this show is not for anyone who is easily offended by strong language or graphic content. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Fresh, exciting, so exciting to me. Is that the song? I think that is a real song.
It sounds like it's an ad for like a douche.
I might be confusing a song and a commercial at the same time. That's not unusual or unlikely for me to do that. But, you know, c'est la vie.
Indeed.
How was your day?
It was good. It wasn't as productive as I wanted it to be, but it wasn't bad. I've been periodically drinking since noon, maintaining like a healthy buzz.
That's the worst for me though. Like, ugh.
It's like
that makes you more tired, I think.
I don't know. I've maintained it really well today. Like sometimes I'm really bad at it and just like want to sleep for the rest of the evening, but this time it's been good.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the first beer or alcoholic beverage?
It was a Sweetwater Blue.
And what time of the day was that?
It was like noon 30.
Noon 30.
I've only had like one drink per hour or less, so...
Good for you. All right, so since the buzz is not fixed, I'm just gonna move my mic this way so I'm not staring off this way and yada yada.
We apologize to everyone. We're still working out kinks with sound and stuff.
God, this is hard.
It's really hard. Don't ever do it.
I hate this. No, I'm just kidding. I love it.
I quit.
We're not doing anymore. What is this? Episode 15?
Yeah.
And we're done. We lasted 15 whole episodes. No, we're moving into a different room. We're getting new office equipment / furniture. So we are really hoping to nail this sound quality issue soon. Like hopefully soon. I don't know. I don't want to put a date on it really.
No. I mean, ideally like in the next month.
Yeah.
And we're going to be using a different recording program soon. So hopefully that'll help.
Yep.
Yeah. And I was going to say something else, but I don't fucking know. How dare you?
How dare I interrupt? Well, we're moving from free Audacity to Adobe Audition. So hopefully that we'll have some more
better
tools
quality
and quality. So Jordyn's never heard of the Crash Test Dummies or that song.
I don't know what the fuck is going on right
there
now.
was a boy who... So we were talking about at work trauma and how it produces gray hairs. And I had mentioned this song. I was like, there's a whole song about this kid experienced trauma and his whole head goes white. So, and she had never heard this song before.
Which is unfortunate because I must have experienced trauma because I totally have. Can you see it? There's like, probably not. There's like a little silver patch and it's like maybe an inch.
Nope.
It's growing out right now because like
Oh, I see
my
like
dye.
a strand.
It's like an inch.
Okay, well, I only see a strand.
Well, it's chilling.
Lucky you.
I usually dye over it. Lucky me. It's pretty sweet. Maybe one day I'll like grow it out of the way.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have superpowers like Rogue.
Yes. She's the ultimate in
going through walls. Is that what she does?
Well, there's that, but I was gonna say in streaking, hair streak.
Streaking,
Not
naked.
streaking. Well, I'm sure somebody would want that, but no, I meant hair streaking. Hair streaking. I don't know.
What if your superpower was to streak and never get caught?
That would be the Invisible Man. So
no, you can't be invisible though.
And never get caught. Well, okay. What's the weirdest superpower you could ever, like the worst superpower you would ever have?
To have regular bowel movements.
That's just normal.
Is it though?
A superpower to have bowel movements on command. So that's, I think that's not the worst one. That's like the best one.
For you, maybe.
I mean, pooping is very important, as we learned in our last episode.
Yeah, let's not go down there.
All right. So I think the worst superpower that I could think of would be to turn everything into Jell-O. That would just be awful.
Dude, that's a pretty sweet superpower.
You think at first, but then after a while, everything turns into Jell-O. Like your bed turns into Jell-O, so now you're a sticky mess every time you wake up.
Wait, so it's like
everything you eat turns to Jell-O, so all you can eat for the rest of your life is Jell-O.
Everything you touch turns to Jell-O.
It's like the Midas touch, but it's the Jell-O touch.
Isn't the Midas touch, don't they use that for like an auto parts commercial now too?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, yeah, the Midas, because Midas people. The Midas people, I don't know. Cars are not my thing either. But yeah, you got the Midas touch. That's their commercial,
No,
I think.
I don't know that.
There's also a song. You got the Midas touch. Ooh, everything I touch turns to gold.
This episode is dedicated to jingles and like
that's an actual song.
Bad 80s songs.
Oh, but it's a good one.
Okay.
It's not. It's a particular taste.
Yeah.
It's a particular taste. You know, you're going to hate me because I already need another beer. Are you saying for you?
No.
Okay, well, we're going to pause it anyway. Back it up, you got it. It's a Gwen Stefani song. But that's your backup beer song.
Dude, backup beers are important.
They are.
Damn it.
Indeed.
I apologize to everyone who doesn't like hearing burps.
But those that do, I mean, aren't those some righteous burps? I mean, that's incredible. It's very guttural and earthy. I don't know.
Yeah, last episode, that one was really good. I'm proud of that.
That was a keeper. We need to like save that and turn that into like one of our transition noises instead of the beer popping.
I feel like people would hate us.
I mean, it takes a particular kind of person to listen to this podcast anyway.
That's true.
So, I mean, if you're still hanging in at episode 15, you know what we're about.
Right.
There's no surprises here. I mean, we're going to give you false information and then correct ourselves 2 episodes later. We're going to be belching. We're going to be swearing. We're going to be making up words like digestinal.
Yeah.
So dumb.
Steam shits.
Steam shits. That was my favorite part of that episode. It was so amazing. But yeah. That's all I had.
Yeah.
I don't have anything. I'm exhausted. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but I'm exhausted. School, work, volunteering, podcasting, just so much going on. I give
you so much props. I just could not.
It's a struggle. It's a labor of love, though.
Yes.
So it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But nothing.
That's what people say when it's not fine.
I sounded so sincere. Really, all I wanted today was to finish what I needed to do, go home, take a shower, and have a beer. And guess what? We have PBRs again.
Yes.
I don't know why I had to look at the can like I didn't know what I was drinking.
And
our PBR wallpaper. So it's been a while since we've done this, but PBR, pink bunnies rule.
All right.
And that's a reference to the image you posted on Facebook.
Oh, yeah. Look at you.
Yep. So I don't know why you people don't want to comment on our posts.
You people.
You people. What's wrong with you people? Like, I'm posting away. I mean, Jordyn's posting away and I'm commenting away on all the posts. So you need to get in there and say something. I don't care what it is. But somebody came up to me, or we were having a conversation, and we were talking about the pink bunny and Easter. I was like, oh, it's Easter bunny or whatever. And they're like, Easter, the Easter bunny who died for our sins. Get it? I don't know. I thought that was pretty hilarious. This particular person did not want to go on record for that because it had already been used. So, like, it wasn't his joke. And, you know it's a he.
Or is it?
Or is it?
Maybe that's to throw you off.
Yeah, I got a story involving that kind of those kind of shenanigans.
What does that mean?
You'll have to find out.
Oh, okay.
It's actually next episode, so you'll have to find out next episode.
Word.
Do we have any shout outs? Well, we are going to partake of some Taco Wednesday tonight at the Spanish Trail, courtesy of Dave Bain. I got to make a correction. I kept saying it was like every other Wednesday. It is not. It is the first and third Wednesday of every month. So if there's a month with 5 Wednesdays, you shit out of luck.
I didn't realize that either. I thought it was every other.
Yeah. Imagine my color me disappointed.
Right?
When I walked in one day expecting tacos.
Oh.
And then immediately someone followed me in and was like, where's the tacos? And
at least it wasn't just you.
I know, right? So I had to make that correction. But definitely go and see him. They are delicious tacos, and we will definitely be there tonight. Well, at least I am. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care who else is there. I'm there. But, yep, I don't think I have anything else going on. Is there anything in Pensacola going on that you're interested in? Oh, I guess we can plug the open mic night tomorrow. Myrma? Is that what it's called? I mean, it might as well, because he keeps changing the friggin' name.
Right.
So tomorrow night, we...
Well, it won't be tomorrow night, but every Thursday.
Every Thursday, you could possibly see us at open mic night with... That's not the right open mic night. Here it is. Okay. So on Thursday nights, you could potentially find us. We're probably going tomorrow, but you won't hear this until next week.
Yeah.
But anyway, on Thursday nights, you can possibly find us at the Back Porch bar for Pensacola's most depressing open mic, hosted by Ed Adams. And that's Thursdays, he says. So, yeah, be there.
Do that.
Or be square.
You're going to hate me for this, but...
Now you have to pee?
Yep.
I just don't want to look like a dingus.
A dingus.
A dingus with stupid hair.
Dude, I'm really into bringing back, like, old weird terms.
Yeah. Pitch and woo is one of my most recent favorites.
What is it?
Exactly.
Oh.
Pitch and woo.
Pitch and woo?
Ooh, I want you to guess what it is.
I can't even understand what you're saying.
Pitching woo. Pitching. Pitching woo. WOO.
Is it like copying a feel?
Oh my god, it's so close to that.
Is it really?
It is really close. It's like flirting. It's like
okay.
What is it? Courting. It's like courting.
Yeah.
Pitching some woo. There's an Andrew Sister song, and they say something about knowing how to grow cabbage, but where... Oh, forget it. Never mind. I'm not going to skip all that because I ruined the quote and it's just not even worth it anymore. Anyway, it's mentioned in a Andrew Sister song, and also I know someone very special that uses it all the time.
Oh.
Ooh. Fucking wheat.
Fucking wheat.
I made up another word.
I like it.
It's way better than digestinal. Stupid.
I don't know, digestinal is pretty good.
I mean, yeah, it kind of is. So you're welcome, world. People who listen to our podcast. I don't have anything else as far as business.
I have no biz, but I have a potentially, I don't know if you would call it exciting, but a thing.
Okay.
An odd thing.
Right up our alley.
That I might be doing next week.
You're giggling. I can't wait to know what this is.
Well, my friend is having a baby.
Uh-huh.
And she's been told multiple times to eat the placenta afterwards to help her heal better.
Disgusting. Please don't tell me you're going to eat it too.
And she told me that, like, we looked on Pinterest and there's recipes for, like, placenta smoothies. So she put me in charge of it.
Foul. Are you going to drink some of her placenta?
Yeah.
Disgusting.
It's going to be awesome.
That's nasty. I can't even comprehend it. That's real foul. There's like no words other than
yeah.
I don't know why I can't crack these. It's my stupid fake nails.
Yeah. I'll keep you posted. We'll see if it actually happens or not.
Maybe there's gonna be video for our Patreon.
There could be, yeah. I could do that.
I mean, I
just like the idea of a placenta smoothie.
What are the health benefits again?
It's supposed to have a lot of nutrients and stuff because it was in your body taking care of the baby. But I was talking to my roommate about it earlier, and he was like, or you could just, like, eat some chicken and carrots. And then I looked on Google, and it was, like, the equivalent of having a healthy diet, basically. So it doesn't really have, like, additional benefits as far as...
But you're going to do it anyway.
Yeah, why the fuck not?
Why the fuck not?
It's like being blood brothers.
You're right, but in a real nasty way. Also, that is part of, well, not placenta, but like ingesting menstrual blood is kind of, it's like a Wiccan thing. It's like a witchcraft thing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's like a love, that's like their love spell, I think. Something like that. I don't know. Hearsay conjecture. I don't know anything about it. I'm just recycling what I've heard.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah. So now she's inside of you.
Oh, God.
In a creepy way.
That makes me think of that Family Guy episode.
You
ate my hair pie.
Nasty.
I'm inside of you.
No, she's going to be inside of you. That's
when you put it like
really
that.
Weird, but also kind of cool. And
I just think it's hilarious that they have freaking recipes for smoothies for it.
Yeah, that is odd.
But it's really
like muffin recipes or.
I don't think you can bake it. No, it was the way they worded it though. Was like it's basically just like a regular like strawberry banana smoothie, blah blah blah, and then the last ingredient is cubed placenta meat. Yeah, it's pretty gnarly.
I don't want that. I don't want that at all.
That's a pretty rough term. I feel like they could have been a little more eloquent with it, at least.
Cute. I don't even want to say it. And good luck with all that
life
fake
source
barfing noises.
It's all good. I got this shit down.
You're welcome. I like to make your life difficult.
I get sad. It's like I finally am learning stuff, and then we're gonna change, but that's okay.
Well, like I said, I mean, all of the effects, all of the things that we do,
similar.
It should be the same. You should be able to do the same, but it's just going to be a different dashboard.
Yeah.
So you have to like find where these things are, and YouTube is your best friend.
I don't have the patience. Sorry, I went out on that. Okay.
Find the patience.
I'd rather
accumulate patience. How can I buy you some patience? Like, how much does that cost?
Like, if I'm a doctor and you...
That's unethical.
Referrals?
That is unethical.
What was I going to say? Oh, no, I don't like sitting there because they talk excessively.
Oh, do you
Not
know
that
how
we
to...
have any room to talk.
Right. Do you know how to increase the tempo or the speed on that? I do that shit all the time with YouTube videos.
That's a good idea.
People that like drone on like I do. I understand that I have large gaps in my conversation because my brain is thinking. You know, my brain thinks faster than my mouth.
Sign.
So I have to like pause and like make sure everything's coming out all right, which it doesn't always, clearly. But yeah, so you just speed that up and you get to the point a lot quicker.
I kind of would rather just read it and like skim over it to the parts that I need.
To each their own, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm a visual learner. Like, I can read a paragraph. I guess it's my dyslexia. Like, I can read a paragraph like 6 times and still not get it. But if I'm shown what that paragraph said, I'm like, oh, okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Cool.
I waver. It kind of just
got it
depends.
forever. Yep. Well, there are a number of studies on different learning styles. Yeah, he gets into fights all the time. She just pulled a scab off of my cat with like a clump of hair attached to it.
Podcat.
So, I mean,
Buddy. Of course, it's always Buddy.
they're scrappers, man. Buddy and Louie, they're the mean kids on the street, honestly.
Aww.
Yeah. I'm the mother that brought her two, I'm the single mother that brought her 2 teenage boys who are ruffians, hooligans, bullies. And
just
all
asshole
the other
kids.
Just asshole kids because they're spoiled. And their mother is a single female on her own.
She
trying to
works
make
hard
it.
for her money.
I work hard for my money, but I also can't discipline them. I can't be around all the time. They're latchkey kids. I can't monitor them all the time. I just need a break. God damn it. They don't have a father, okay? They don't have a good positive influence. Jesus. I do what I can. Get off my back.
Well,
Women's lib. I'm just kidding.
On that note, how's your story? Is it sad or happy or?
So this story is it's happy. It's not happy, but it's not sad. It's ambivalent. It is it's interesting that this happened in history and I did not know about it. I think a lot of people didn't know about it. It's neutral. It's neutral.
Okay, well, mine's kind of fucked up, so.
Should we end on a light note or begin on a light note then?
Oh, I never thought of that.
Let's get fucked up first.
Let's get fucked up.
Let's get fucked up first, and then I'll lighten the mood.
Okay, that sounds good. So I kind of went down a rabbit hole with this because I was like, oh, it's almost Valentine's Day.
Oh, yay! You themed.
Nope. Well, I tried to theme, and then I went down a rabbit hole.
Uh-huh.
So initially, I was like, Valentine's Day theme, and then I was like, ooh, I should do something about, like, either Valentine's Day murder or, like, someone that
Lovers.
ate hearts.
Oh, yeah. That too.
It got really dark really fast.
Yes, I am enjoying this. Also, this is a good tie-in to our crime con. If they accept us, please accept us. And they are monitoring, apparently, per their email.
Yeah, they are.
This is what we do. And hi.
Hello.
Shout out crime con.
Yeah. Boop, boop. Hey everyone, thanks for listening. We need your feedback, likes, subscribes, and comments. Tell us what you think by emailing us at itsallgoneterriblywrong@gmail.com, no apostrophe. Reach out to us on Facebook at Gone Wrong Podcast or on Instagram at It's All Gone Terribly Wrong. You can also find our episodes on iTunes by following our RSS feed guide found on Facebook or on our Libsyn website at itsallgoneterriblywrong.libsyn.com and by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Also, please, please, please sign up for our Patreon page and donate to our beard and weird obsessions.
Did you just say beard?
Is it beard? You want to say it again?
No, I thought you said beard and weird.
Do dicks and beards.
Beards and weirds.
Love you.
Ooh. Okay, done. So yeah, okay, so it's a crime?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. So I'm doing
Yeah.
Man, I wish we're gonna have to do a video of us like shotgunning beers for the Patreon.
Oh my God, I can't shotgun. It's just
you
gonna
gotta
dribble
do it.
all down my side.
No, okay, this is how you do it. You do it in the bathtub.
Oh God.
Anyways, would you like me to...
Oh shit, God damn it. Hey, Jordyn.
Hey!
You know what I could use like right now?
What's that, Rebecca?
Could you just tell me a story, please?
I would love to tell you a story.
Hell yeah.
So this is the story of... Oh, God.
Starting out real strong.
Yeah. Jose... You might have heard of it, but I hadn't. So it's Jose Dorángel Vargas Gomez. I slaughtered that so much.
Vargas Gomez.
Yeah. AKA known as El Comediante and the Hannibal Lecter of the Andes.
Oh, wow.
Have you heard of this?
Nope.
Maybe not.
Never.
I hadn't. We're just going to go into his history real quick. Just dive right in.
All right.
He's born May 14th of 1956 to poor farmers. And even when he was young, like, he had really strange behavior. And
The
so,
weird kid.
yeah, well, his family believed that he was possessed by evil spirits.
Oh my God.
And most of his family members were part of a guerrilla group known as the Venezuelan Liberation Forces, and they controlled the jungle area where they lived.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's not clear if like he was a member of the group in his youth, but I feel like they probably just kind of like shunned him a little bit because they were like,
too weird for even us, man.
Kid's weird, yeah. When he was 15, he ended up in San Cristobal, which is one of the main cities in Venezuela, if you didn't know that, or other listeners didn't know that. Anyways.
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
Oh my God. He ended up there and he started like drinking and taking drugs heavily. And he...
Coca.
Yeah. He lived under an expressway bridge. It was like a super dark place at night, so you could sleep well, you know.
Right. I need pitch black.
Yeah, and then you got that white noise too if it's like a bridge,
right?
Expressway bridge.
Oh, yeah.
He had it made.
Perfect.
But there was like a bunch of drunks there because there was like a bar place not too far away and drug addicts
like my
and
place.
shit. I think your place is a little more upscale than this place.
Okay.
So, you know, he's living the life and shit. Fast forward. In 1995, he was captured for the murder of Baltazar Cruz Moreno and
Baltazar, that's a great name.
I know, right? And allegedly, yeah, cannibalism of his body.
No.
Yeah. So he admitted that, and they sent him to an institute for psychiatric rehabilitation instead, for like testing, counseling, all that shit. So
Pray
anyways,
the gay away.
What?
Pray the gay away.
Yeah, pray that shit away.
Pray the cannibalism away.
Yeah. So he ended up getting diagnosed as paranoid schizophrenic, which kind of makes sense.
Definitely.
Yeah.
For sure.
So anyways, they released him in 1997, so 2 years later.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So he, like, went back and chilled at his little bridge home in the park.
Wait. When did he eat the one guy?
1995.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Yeah. So 2 years later, they let him out. And, yeah, he went back to the place. So...
I'm going back to my bridge.
Right, exactly.
He's like a troll.
He is.
Ugh.
And if they don't pay the fare, then...
He eats you.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's accurate for a troll.
Oh my God, trails exist, but they are in Venezuela. That's where they live.
Yeah.
Ba-boom.
So don't go there.
No.
Unless you're a troll hunter. So...
New TLC show?
Yeah, troll hunters. No, I imagine it like this day and age. It's people like
internet trolls?
Yeah. They're like stalking these, like tracking these people down and being like, stop being a fucking asshole.
Right? Oh my God, yes. Do, what is it? Swirlies. Give them swirlies. Give all the internet swirls? Internet trolls swirlies.
Yes. Several people that lived near the bridge started complaining to authorities that their relatives have gone missing.
Oh, no.
So an investigation began. This was like I guess it was kind of like over the course. So, he was out in 97. And then on February 12th, 1999, members of the civil defense found remains of 2 young people. And so then, since that happened, they were like, this is sketchy. And so they, like, integrated more people, like, to search around there and patrol and shit. And then they ended up finding remains of 6 more bodies.
Oh, my God. We're at 8 at this point?
Yeah.
9 if you include the guy he was convicted for eating?
Mm-hmm. There were a bunch of hypotheses about the findings. I guess initially there was like a plot being a cemetery for corpses linked to like drug gangs. And then other people were like, oh, it's a burial ground for victims of satanic cult rituals.
Whoa.
Yeah, they went all over the place with
It's
this
either
shit.
Gang hits or ritual
Yeah,
killings.
Satan.
Either one is bad.
So after further investigation, all of the victims were found that they had been missing persons, reported as missing persons. Mm-hmm. And as the investigation progressed, Vargas became a suspect, and they ended up inspecting the shack that he was living at, or like around that area, and they found, it says, several vessels containing human flesh prepared for consumption.
What's this man's name again? Jose Vargas?
It's Dorángel Vargas, and that should come up. Or if you type in Hannibal Lecter of the Andes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or Hannibal Lecter Venezuela, like, it should pop right up. So they found that. They also found 3 human heads and several feet and hands. Allegedly, he would dismember the bodies, cut the meat that he wanted, bury the heads in the ground, and throw the bones and remains into the river. I mean, all things considered, he had a pretty sweet setup.
Dude, this guy is creepy.
He's creepy looking.
And what's this thing with his hands? Like, there's like so many pictures of him with his hands.
Yeah.
What is that all about?
He's insane. Well, yeah.
What
did you look up?
I think I found feet shoes.
Feet shoes.
Shoes made out of
like
feet.
Oh no.
Girl, what is that?
That's just the remains of the feet. I saw those earlier.
They look like
feet shoes. Like
I thought he was making
what are they
shoes
called?
out of people's feet.
Vibrams, the little web shoes. Oh my god. Those were the first ones.
He made his own.
That was the first prototype.
Right? Holy mother of God. Oh, there's an eyeball. Sorry, I shouldn't have looked
No,
early.
You're good.
Y'all. These folks. I mean, these pictures. These folks?
These folks.
These folks.
These motherfucking serial killers. God. So the victims were typically athletic people that he would surprise with a blow to the head, or like drunk people that were passed out in the park where he lived.
I don't understand that. Athletic people that he would surprise?
Yeah.
You would think athletic
Not
people
like
would
people
be like
jogging,
spry.
but just like, yeah, like athletic build.
No one's safe.
We'll get there.
No one's safe.
This is true. Once he was captured, he confessed to having hunted, killed, and eaten at least 10 men who were passerbys in the park over that period of 2 years.
All men?
All men.
Sweet.
He specifically said that he did not eat women or children.
Pray the gay away.
Pray the gay away. So maybe that rehabilitation time in the psych ward at least helped him a little
Halfway?
bit. Yeah.
I guess. Women
halfway. Since he had no place to store the flesh, most of it would decompose quickly, which made him kill routinely.
He had no freezer under that overpass.
I know, that was the only thing that wasn't working out for him.
Ugh, in the Andes. Well, I guess depending on where you are in the Andes, you don't, like, there's no snow.
Right. Yeah.
Low altitude. No snow.
Yeah. So in interviews, he declared that the men's meat tastes better than women's. But I don't know how he would know that when he said that he didn't eat women or children.
Right.
There's a lot of skepticism with all of this, though. Yeah.
So, but do you know that that Asian guy who was he was like an exchange student?
Yeah, and he got lured into
his friend or whatever, and then was extradited back to Japan, and then he like lives his baller life.
Yeah.
Even though he ate some people.
Yep.
He was saying that he was gonna eat his friend, but then she got pregnant, and it changed the taste of her urine because he would make her pee in his mouth or whatever. I don't know, something like that. And so the fact that her biology changed after getting pregnant or having a baby
made him.
He didn't want her. He was gonna eat her, but he was like, I don't want to eat her anymore because she tastes nasty.
That's fucking crazy.
So all women get pregnant right now, like right now.
No, thank you.
I'm just kidding. It's the only way you're not gonna get eaten.
Maybe if you eat the placenta.
Oh, you're already a cannibal.
Oh.
You're gonna be a cannibal next week. Are you gonna turn like zombie-like or
maybe?
Oh God.
No, I think this will help me from not getting murdered.
Don't murder Jordyn. She's already a cannibal. She's on your side.
It's gonna change my like body chemistry though,
That's right.
So it won't taste as good. Yeah.
I personally taste like shit. I just want you to know that. I don't taste good at all. You're gonna regret life if you eat me. I'm gonna give you the worst. I'm gonna give you the worst heartburn. Like nobody's gonna give you heartburn worse than I am.
And just really bad food poisoning. Like
right.
Shits for days.
There we go back to the poop.
I'm sorry.
Straight back to
I
the
don't
poop.
know why that's been a thing. Oh God, I'm getting really loud. Sorry. Okay. So, and he also, a lot of this is kind of like alleged. I don't know.
I have a lot of allegeds in my allegedlys in my stories.
Good. He said, I mean, it's not alleged that he said it, but it's more so like, you know.
He said it, but is it true?
Yeah.
Because he's crazy.
Right. Just like every other serial killer that says shit.
He cray-cray.
Yeah.
In a bad way.
Yeah. Cray-cray in a bad way. All right. So he avoided eating fat people. This is where the athletic thing comes in because of high cholesterol levels.
Oh, yes. I love it. I never eat fatty people. It's just too hard on my cholesterol.
Yeah, man.
That's hilarious. This man is like super health conscious.
Right.
Like he's I don't know where I was going with that.
He compared eating humans to eating fruit. He said, and quote, "Have you eaten pears?"
Uh-huh.
Right? It's the same. Eating people is like eating pears.
How?
I don't know.
The pears don't have faces. They don't scream.
It's a weird comparison because it's like, that's not the same texture. I guess he's just like being like, oh, it's easy to eat a pear. It's easy to eat a person.
That's so dumb though. Like, why wouldn't you just say you eat cows, don't you? You eat rabbits, you eat whatever other animal.
I guess he just wanted to go like across the board with everything in case like vegetarians were watching.
Right. And for you vegetarians out there in the crowd, pears have feelings too.
So another quote was, "Sure, I eat people. Anyone can eat human flesh, but you have to wash and garnish it well to avoid diseases. I only eat the parts with muscles, particularly thighs and calves, which are my favorite. I make a very tasty stew with the tongue, and I use the eyes to make a nutritious and healthy soup."
Disgusting.
Although I have been on the point of trying... He will not eat hands, feet, or testicles.
Good for him.
And he says, although I've been on the point of trying them on various occasions, he rejected it because it seemed contaminated and very tough.
Oh, yeah. I could get the hands and the feet being very, like, there's no meat on there at all. Like, why would you?
Right.
But the testicles, I mean, it's like a delicacy, right?
It's true, yeah.
Like cow testicles, people eat those, right?
Yep.
Now I see it.
What's happening?
Your streak.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah. But it's not an inch. It's more like 2 centimeters.
There's more like pressed back on it too. Yeah, it's not super big, but it's there.
She's there.
She's there.
You got your little sparkles.
So they people are skeptical, obviously. I guess they didn't find as many bones to match up how many people he claimed, like, in total.
That's not unusual, though, like, that they don't find the graves.
Yeah, and then they also, said he threw a bunch of stuff in the river, so...
He seems, although crazy, pretty honest. Like, he's pretty forthcoming on all of this. You know, so, for him to say, I killed 10 people, I believe him.
I don't know.
I don't see him exaggerating that part. Like,
I mean, he's got a bunch of mental illnesses going on, so... could just like to make stories up.
It could have been like a fake person, like imaginary, like a hallucination person.
It could.
Okay, well, I get it. I mean, anything's possible.
Yeah.
If you believe.
Oh, so took part of this out. Oh no, it's there. Okay. Anyways, I kind of mentioned this earlier. The press reports claim that he preyed on like drunkards and. I guess there are a lot of laborers down there because it was next to the water and they were like doing shit and stuff. They also said that like he clubbed them to death with a metal tube.
Right.
But then
is that like a pipe?
Yeah, that would make sense.
A metal
tube. I mean, what else is a metal tube? A flute. Yeah, the flute.
Yes. He hit him with his magic flute.
I mean, that's pretty intense if you can like murder someone with a flute. Yeah,
I'm sure it's happened. I don't know.
I'll have to Google that.
It sounds like a Murder, She Wrote.
Yeah, totally. Despite that, like the press reports, he said that he was given the bodies by various people.
Here's my cousin Hector. We don't like him anymore. You go ahead and eat him.
Yeah. Take him off my hands.
Right. He's dead to us, literally.
Some local... that took a second.
It did. It took a little bit.
A lot of people speculate that he may have been taken advantage of because of his mental illnesses and was being used as a scapegoat for a ring of human organ traffickers.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
That's also highly plausible.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh, man. Oh, man. That poor guy.
Yeah.
But then they found remains, right?
They did. But they could have taken the organs and then given them the bodies. However, there was also reports after he was imprisoned, there was a riot, like it was a gang riot, and they killed, like the gang killed two of the other prisoners, and they asked Vargas to dismember the victims. And supposedly he did, and ate part of the victims, cooked and served them to the rest of the inmates.
What?
It seems like a stretch,
all of them
but
are cannibals at this point?
Yeah, he's just spreading the love. I don't know. It seems like a stretch, but like I read stuff and they like interviewed the families and like supposedly guards said that that's what happened, but I don't know. A lot of it, there's a lot of gray.
Right. Yeah.
Congress said multiple times that they were going to look into it more and investigate all the reports and everything.
Did you say Congress?
Yes.
Our Congress?
No,
Their Congress?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then at that time, they were heading towards like the economic and political crisis, so they just kind of dropped it and haven't said anything else about it.
Right.
Yeah.
They got a lot going on right now.
Yeah. All in all, like he just became like a big thing because they like don't have any serial killer history. So they're just like, he became like a media like phenomenon down there. And they were like, yeah, I'm the fucking Hannibal Lecter.
Oh, God.
And that's it.
That's crazy. I can't believe I'd never heard of this guy before. That's awesome.
And he's such a weird looking person.
Right. Check out those photos, man.
Yeah,
well, I don't know what the deal is with the hands up. Like,
yeah, he does a lot.
That is a weird.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one.
Thanks.
Good job. I'm pulling up my notes while I compliment you. Hey, we love featuring local musicians. If you're a band or solo artist, please send us a MP3 file of your favorite original song. Tell us about yourselves and any upcoming show dates we can promote. Send your info to itsallgoneterriblywrong@gmail.com. No apostrophe. Boom.
Boom.
Killing time here.
That'll work.
Okay. Take a sip of my beers. My Pink Bunnies rule. So, did you have something to say?
Oh, I was just going to say one thing I didn't put in that post about the pink bunny. They actually made it to where it was supposed to look like it was killed. So, like, its entrails.
Classic murder pose.
Yeah, I know. And I meant to say that earlier. Like, it had, like, entrails coming out of it and stuff.
And there's no entrails anymore. At least on the photo you posted.
I think it was just hard to see.
Oh, I'll look again.
Supposedly most of it's, like, decomposed in general. Like, they planned on it staying for, like, a long time, but it kind of happened faster than they expected.
Interesting.
It's supposed to be really soft. Like, people went up there and, like, sat on it and stuff.
I want to sit on this portion of the entrails.
Watch the clouds go by.
So
First
comfy.
date.
Right. That would be a super cool first date.
Dude, I'd be all about that.
Okay, well, I've got a unusual mystery story for you.
Yeah. So, Rebecca.
Oh, yeah? Oh, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. Will you tell me that story?
I sure as fuck will. Sure as shit, because we got to bring it back to poop. Guess when my story takes place.
The 70s.
The good old 1970s, because everyone was cray-cray.
Yeah.
In a bad way. Not in a good way.
Cray-cray in a bad way.
In a bad way. Actually, they're not so much as crazy, but they are confused. They are bewildered. They are hopeful. They are mystified. They are, I don't know. I've lost other words. They're all of that in a bag of chips. So in 1976, the album 347 EST by a new group called Klaatu was released. When songs started popping up on the radio, some of the listeners thought that the band sounded eerily like the Beatles, who had recently disbanded in 1970. Including some popular DJs. Like, this was all the thing. Like, when these songs started coming out, they were like, oh, is that the Beatles? You know, like, oh, they're back together. Yay. So to add fuel to this fire, the Klaatu album did not list any of the band members' names. No producers were listed other than just produced by Klaatu. No songwriting credits were listed. Only all selections composed by Klaatu.
Oh, wow.
Right. The only publishers listed were all selections published by Klaatu ASCAP
ASCAP?
ASCAP. ASCAP /CAPAC. So the CAPAC is the Canadian version of the ASCAP, which stands for American Society of Composers and Publishers. So if you're a songwriter or musician, you're probably going to be a member of this, so they can like protect your rights. Like if you write a song, you know, they make sure you get proper cred. Mm-hmm. They had listed both the American and Canadian versions of this society. And this is relevant because John Lennon at the time, not John McCarthy, as I stated in an earlier episode because I'm dumb, because I am an idiot. John Lennon was rumored to be moving to Canada because the U.S. was attempting to deport him at that time. So they were already in procedures to like deport him. He's moving to Canada. All of a sudden, this album pops up that sounds like the Beatles with Canadian credits. A little suspicious.
Yeah.
Not only that, no images of the band members were featured on the album art at all.
Of course.
And one more important and weird fact that I've never heard about in my life is that another thing that fueled the fire was that the rumor that Paul McCartney had actually died in a car crash in 1966 and was replaced by a lookalike named Billy Shears. That was super popular and is super popular to this day.
Yeah.
Like, if you scour, I'd never heard.
Oh, really?
Never heard this before in my life.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm not a huge Beatles fan, but I figured that's like
I'm just
big
like
news.
a big conspiracy theory person.
Right.
So.
Hanani, if you're listening, here's our conspiracy theory. He was always asking about that. Do you do conspiracy theories?
Oh, I'll totally do one.
Well, here
you know
go.
that Eminem and Beyonce are clones, right?
Shut up. Well, apparently Paul McCartney is actually Billy Shears. So some say that the cover-up of Paul's death is also the reason for the change in musical direction right about that time in 1966. And the fact that this album was out with no one taking credit was super weird. Just super weird. Like, why would you put forth this album and not claim it? It has to be the Beatles trying a new little thing, whatever, because, why not? Sip. So, how did this band fool even the most discerning of musical experts? Well, there's a few reasons. The album was released by Capitol Records, which is a company the Beatles had used in most of their U.S. albums, releasing of the albums. Some of the songs sounded seriously like Paul McCartney and John Lennon on the vocals, specifically Calling Occupants and Sub Rosa Subway. Those are two songs that people say it's definitely them singing.
Sub roast to Subway?
Sub Rosa Subway and Calling Occupants. So the band's name Klaatu is a reference from the movie The Day the Earth Stood Still, where there's an alien named Klaatu and he has a robot. So Ringo Starr has an album called Goodnight Vienna, and the cover art recreates a scene from this movie where Ringo Starr is Klaatu and he's stepping out of his spaceship, and I'll have those photos for whoever. So he's stepping out of his spaceship, he's Klaatu, and the robot's standing there. So he's recreating the scene. It's weird, right?
Right.
Weird connection. So on 347, the album, the song Sir Bodsworth Rugglesby III has a few Beatles connections. First, somewhere along the line, a possibly fictitious DJ named Crazy Ray, because no one can confirm that this person existed, but back then he's quoted as saying, if you were to define Bods, Worth, Rubbles, and By, it would mean persons of importance born of query. The Beatles were first known as the Worrymen.
Huh.
Yeah, so that was their first name. So it was weird that there's a song that kind of like translates down to quarrymen, basically.
Yeah.
Secondly, in this song, there's a line that says, he's the only man who's ever been to hell and come back alive. So a lot of people think that that is a reference to Paul dying in the car crash and being reborn, aka replaced.
Huh.
Okay, so on the same album, the song Sub Rosa Subway was believed to be an homage to McCartney's Red Rose Speedway. It's very similar sounding names. On the back of that album is a two-colored planet, and that's possibly a reference to McCartney's Venus and Mars album. Weird. So there are images of suns on all of the Klaatu albums. Like there's a sun somewhere on all of the albums.
Wait, how many albums are there?
I think there was 4 original, and I think they've like had like reunions since then. But get into that. Okay, so on the album, the Beatles album Abbey Road, there is a song called Sun God. So people think that that's a connection as well. Klaatu has a song called Mr. Manson, which is about Charles Manson, who believed that the Beatles were sending messages to him from God.
Right.
So there's another connection. On the Klaatu album Sir Army Suit, supposedly the song Silly Boys, if you play it backwards, it also plays the lyrics for an earlier song, Anus of Uranus, and that's from their first album. But the big deal about that is that the Beatles were supposedly the first to utilize that backwards recording. And so they're like one of the latest people to do that. It's like it's like a Beatles trick, you know? Like
Yeah.
So there's other less compelling connections, but you get the drift.
Yeah.
Okay, so hilariously, the New Musical Express, which is a British musical magazine, ran an article after this this rumor exploded, and it says, "Deaf idiot journalist starts Beatle rumor." So they're like the epitome. They're like the Pitchfork at the time. Like they're the ultimate like the top, or Rolling Stones. I don't know who you want to choose at this point.
Yeah.
But anyway, they're like the most renowned kind of musical experts, and they're like, that's dumb. This is definitely not the Beatles.
Right.
You guys are stupid. Well, the band's agent / spokesman, his name is Frank Davies. He compounded the rumor by giving very little information to the press and insisting that the members wanted to remain a mystery band. So if anybody called about it, he'd be like, they want to be a mystery. Sorry, can't tell you anything. Right, exactly. Capitol Records did similar. They released ambiguous statements that neither confirmed nor denied the rumor.
Of course.
They're riding that wave. Because as soon as people started thinking that this album was done by the first album, or this band's albums, any of them, was done by the Beatles, sales skyrocketed.
I was going to say, that's got to help record sales.
So they're just going to ride that wave until it all comes crashing down.
Of course.
A man named Dwight Douglas, who was the program director at WWDC in Washington, D.C., decided he was going to check the records of the U.S. Copyright Office, because he's a smart man, and he found the band members' true identities.
What?
So, at the same time, similar timing, Klaatu had released the album Endangered Species, which listed Terry Draper, Dee Long, and John Wolaschuk in their liner notes and songwriting credits. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily as band members, but they had this like long blurb about endangered species and kind of like eco-conservatism or whatever. And it signed these three folks, and then their songwriting credits also list these people. So are these the members of the band? Indeed.
Whoa.
So it's just three Canadian guys who put together a super awesome album that they wanted people to like just judge based on the merit of their music.
And everyone just fucking
and it sounded
took it in.
Yeah, it just sounded too much like the Beatles, what the Beatles were doing before their hiatus. Mm-hmm. And it's just a super odd coincidence that there's so many Beatles connections. Because they really claim that there's like, nope, we had no intention of like emulating or whatever. Like these are strictly coincidental. But for it to be, I just listed a bunch of super compelling arguments. Like, yeah, all of that had me convinced. And then when I was like, oh, it's three Canadian guys. But womp womp womp.
I feel like, I don't know, they were
still... I feel like that too.
That's just a lot of coincidences,
right?
I mean, I'm not necessarily saying it was the Beatles, but I'm saying
they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably after the first album, they were like, okay, we're gonna start adding a few more Beatles references to it. Right. We're gonna ride this wave because it's selling millions of albums or whatever. Not probably millions, probably thousands of albums. Billions of albums. Because we were in the billions at that point. So I know that was a super short one, but it was fun.
It was fun.
Klaatu, the mystery band. Check them out. They are not our band for this week. We don't know if we have a band for this week, do we?
No, we don't know.
We may or may not have a band for this week.
Yeah.
So you're going to get some silly music at the end. Something like that. Yeah, that's all I had on that one.
That's good. I like it.
It's a musical reference. I thought it would be in our wheelhouse.
I dig it.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty silly.
It's pretty
silly? Not
bizarre.
Silly.
Odd.
It's definitely an odd thing. And I was just so shocked that I heard neither of this Klaatu rumor or the Paul McCartney being killed in a car crash in 1966.
Oh, yeah, I knew about that, but I had never heard of the...
Never. In my life.
Really?
And when I Googled that and I was like looking at the pictures, like face before, face after, I'm like, it kind of looks the same. Like I can't like really tell the difference. It's all in the eyes. I'm like, they kind of look like the same eyes. I don't know. Ask a cannibal guy of the Andes. I mean, he's probably an expert in like, are these the same eyes or not? Right. Should just ask him. So yeah, that's it. That's all I had. And that's
good.
all she wrote.
That was really good. I definitely didn't know about that. I love conspiracy theories too.
Mm-hmm.
But that just seemed like a marketing scheme.
Yeah. It was a
But
marketing
still good.
scheme that was built on a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Because the Paul McCartney thing is not confirmed yet. I mean, I don't know how you confirm that. Like, can you take DNA from 1966 and compare it to this man right now? Or is that a thing? I don't know. Carbon date him? I don't know.
Yeah, that could be a thing.
Do some sort of acid testing? I don't know. That's what you do to gold. You test it with acid.
Oh, when you said acid, I just thought about like...
Oh, yeah. Give him acid and see what happens.
Yeah.
See what he says. It's truth serum, actually. They were using acid as a truth serum at some point. Yeah. That's all I had.
It's good.
Do we have any
It's good.
ending notes? Go to Spanish Drill on the first and third
Week.
Wednesdays
Wednesday.
of the months that we have here in Earth. And you will have some very bueno tacos.
Sí, muy bueno. Muy bien. Mucho.
I took 4 years of Spanish. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing for me.
I took 2, but the second year I just copied off my friend for everything.
Noise.
I mean, I kind of regret it. Like, I wish it'd be a good thing to know.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Like, I feel like I know most of my Spanish from actually, like, learning it from my Spanish friends, honestly. But they're never good things. Like, te quemo tu pinche casa. I'll burn your fucking house down. It's my favorite. That's my favorite. They taught me no good things.
That's hilarious.
Nothing good. But yeah, I use that frequently. No, I'm just kidding.
All the time.
All the time. Well, that's all we have. No, nothing else. You get nothing else. Actually, that's not true. I do have some things to say at the end. Should have said in the beginning. Anyway, we'll say at the beginning of the next one. Jordyn and I will be at Pensacon.
Yes.
We will be there with our gender-neutral sibling podcast, Movie Night Autopsy.
Yes.
We will be around. We'll be texting or not texting. What is it? What is it the kids do these days? Tweeting, Facebooking, and Instagramming our locations as we go along. If you would like to meet us, we have some merch that we'll be carrying around with us.
Super excited about that.
All of our Patreon subscribers will be getting stickers and t-shirts eventually when we get those in. We got a picture of what our pictures,
a picture of our picture.
We got a picture of our picture. We got a picture of what our t-shirts are going to look like. And we're supposed to be getting those this weekend. So by the time you hear this, we should have those in hand.
Super exciting.
So Pensacon, Patreon, sign up for Patreon. We've got a ton of good things coming down the line for Patreon subscribers. We've got video plans. We're going to have some more videos up there. Yes. That is all. I don't know. I was trying to sound like a principal. Did I?
A principal?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like
you kind of sound like a robot.
Oh. That is all.
Yeah.
That is all she wrote.
Well,
do it.
Until the next time it all goes terribly wrong.
I'm Rebecca Carlson.
And I'm Jordyn Stock.
And we're still
very sorry.
Blah, 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 blah.